So that means that one of you watching this video could be getting. Hey guys, it's Jonny. Are you looking for an app to track your investments such as stocks, crypto, ETFs, and other assets? In this video, I'm going to review the Delta Investment Tracker app and all of the features that come with it. And I've also got a nice little surprise in here for you guys as well. So let's get right into it. Now, disclaimer before we get started. So Delta reached out to me asking for me to do a review of their mobile application. The content in this video is my honest opinion. They have not given me a script to read. They have not told me that I have to say things in a particular way. They want my honest feedback and opinion, and I will always aim to give my opinion with your best interests in mind. Delta have, however, given me access to Delta Pro, which is like the premium paid version of the application for free for 1 year as a result of doing this video. So I have received something from them in exchange for doing this review. But as I say, everything you hear is my honest opinion, and I always try to give that with your interests in mind. And typically, if I give a positive opinion of a product or service, it's something that I myself would use or am using as well. So just to keep that in mind before we get started. Now that's out of the way, let's get started. So to give you a bit of background on Delta, it initially launched as a crypto-only tracker back in 2017 and was acquired by eToro, the investing platform, in 2019. In 2021, it became a multi-asset tracker, so adding things like stocks, ETFs, NFTs, among other things. And the app is also available in 115 countries, which is great for you lot because I know the audience that watches this channel is spread out all across the world. And to give you an idea of how many people are using the app this year, 2023, the app surpassed 4 million users. And as I mentioned, there's a free version of the app as well, but there's also a pro version where you get access to more features such as extended market hours, deeper portfolio analysis, advanced metrics, and understanding why different assets are moving. And so I'm going to go into the Delta app now and give you a bit of an overview of how this works. So right now I'm on the main page. I'm on the portfolio page. So you can see my main portfolio, which is 90 euros. And so I've built basically a small manual portfolio here based on free stocks that I've received through, free share promotions on different investing platforms. So you can see the different stocks I've got in here, their current value. You can see the value movement in euros and in percentage. And if I click on one of them here, let's take Google. And look here, I can see the stock chart of Google over a week, a month, 6 months, the year to date, longer periods of time, etc. As I say, because Delta is now also part of the eToro, I can go to eToro and I can buy that as well. So if I wanted to go into eToro, then it will take me over there. I can see market data and I can see news about the stock as well if I scroll further down. Now let's say I want to add transactions here. Now I've got multiple ways I can do this, and I can connect broker accounts like Interactive Brokers, Digito, or Trading 212. I can connect my eToro account as well with all my stocks there if I've got one. I can add a manual transaction the classic way, or I can import a CSV file, which, for example, if I'm using a service like Yahoo and I have a portfolio in there, I can simply import it into here and I'll have everything there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a manual transaction. So let's say I'm going to put in a simple one. Let's say Tesla. Let's say I bought Tesla on the 1st of November, 2023. And let's say that I bought 1 share of Tesla. No fees if I add that transaction. Now here I can add more Tesla, I can add more stocks, I can add another asset type. Let's add another asset type. So let's add a fund just for simplicity. Let's say I add the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. Again, same principle. This time I'm going to say the 1st of October and I bought 1 participation in that ETF. So I'm going to add that. Now let's add another asset type. Let's take crypto this time. As you know, I'm a bit more conservative on crypto, but let's say I bought, 0.0001 Bitcoins on the 1st of September. Let's see what that would do for me. So now let's say I'm done. Now, if I go to my portfolio, you can see all of that has been reflected. And you can see on the screen as well, you've got my division by asset class. So I can see stocks, I can see funds, I can see crypto. I can also see here at the bottom, available cash. And if we look there, you can see that that's dividends that from me holding based on transaction dates of different stocks, I would have received in my portfolio. That's kind of how the portfolio feature works. If I scroll down on the main page as well, I can also see main movements of different indices across the world. So in Europe, in the US, Asian Pacific region, and down at the bottom you can also see what are the most active assets which have made the biggest gains, which have made the biggest losses over time. We've got the crypto NFT section as well. We got funds. commodities as we scroll down as well. We've got and then we've got dedicated pages for different asset types as well. So we've got a dedicated crypto page if we want to find out more about different cryptos, dedicated NFT page, we've got a dedicated stocks page as well, a dedicated page for funds, so we can see different indices again all across the world here. We've got a commodities page as well, so if we're interested in things like gold or silver or Brent oil, we can see the prices here as well. And then for those of you who are into Forex or currency, or simply want to see what the exchange rate is and be able to track it, you can also see it on there as well. And so if I want to find out more about my portfolio, I can see some deeper insights here as well. So I can see the performance that it would have done over the year. We can also see how the portfolio has performed versus different assets down here. So if I click on portfolio performance, I can see how it's performed versus other assets like the S&P 500 or versus Bitcoin, for example. Now I'm also comparing my overall returns on my portfolio to other assets as well, which I think is really interesting to see. I've got a good and bad decisions section as well, where they talk about what are my good decisions based on positive return on investment, based on positive performance since I bought it. And I can see the bad decisions as well, where assets have maybe not performed as well as I would have expected them to. A lot of different breakdowns here as well, so I can see how diverse my portfolio is in terms of asset type, what are the most used exchanges, see the asset location as well. Actually here it says a lot of them are unknown by the geography, but as you can tell here, they are a bit spread out. If I add fees as well, I can see how much I've paid in fees for investing, which is really important because, of course, fees will eat away at your return on investment. So I can see how much I've paid here in investing fees as well. And I've got a notification section, and I have to say, as someone who tries not to fiddle with my portfolio too much, this can be a little, distracting if you're constantly seeing price movements come up on your phone screen every day. So what I'll probably do is try to turn this off. But if you are trying to track the price of a particular asset, then you can get push notifications on your phone and you can track all your notifications here as well. Now we've also got a news section here as well, which resumes all the key news stories related to the economy, to investing, that are relevant to you as an investor, and you can have a look through them here. So you can see loads of different things about Bitcoin here. This is primarily crypto news I can see as well on here. There's a following section, so if I'm following a particular asset or a particular company, then I can also find it on this page too. So in summary, guys, I'm really impressed with all the different features that are available on this app. I think this is particularly useful if you have assets across multiple different platforms and you want to try and consolidate them in one place, because it can be difficult to do it in an Excel sheet, and particularly having live connections or being able to set this up nicely with the exact time, purchase price and fees of an asset that you have. Then that can be really handy. Obviously, if you have to do a lot of that through manual transactions, they can maybe be a bit time consuming. But if you have a connection to a platform like eToro, or if you have a CSV import from, for example, Yahoo Finance, or connections to like crypto wallets, etc. And of course, that can be really handy and help you when it comes to consolidating all of your portfolio data and your assets. Some very interesting metrics, some very interesting level of detailed insight in there as well. I was a bit surprised that when it tried to give me the geographical breakdown, it gave me unknown. Maybe the app couldn't tell exactly what the principal region that they're operating is in, or maybe it's based on, where they're listed. But I probably would have expected to see a bit more there on the geographical breakdown. And to be honest, I think this stuff can be helpful as an investor, seeing how your portfolios break down if you have a target asset allocation, if you have a target geographical allocation. But it's not super essential, especially if you're going with a very basic, very simple investing strategy, then that level of detail is not a must-have. It's a nice to have, I would say. But certainly very nice to have and very handy to be able to look at as well. All right, guys, so well done to those of you who stuck around up to this point in the video. Now, I did say there is a surprise for you. And that surprise is that Delta have been generous and are allowing me to give away Delta Pro to free to one of you lucky viewers for 1 year. So that means that one of you watching this video could be getting access to all of these cool features to be able to stay on top of your investing portfolio for a year for free, for a service which is normally worth $99 per year. And guys, to be in with a chance of winning Delta Pro for free for a year, there's only one thing that you need to do. As you may know, I launched my new website recently, millennialswithmoney.com, which has a brand new design, new store, and I've also launched a newsletter as part of that website. To be entered into the draw to win Delta Pro for free for 1 year, all you have to do is sign up to that newsletter by December the 17th this year. So you have a week and a bit to sign up to the newsletter via the homepage on the website, and your name will automatically be entered into the draw. Of the people who are on the contact list for the newsletter at that time, I will randomly pick a name and I will announce it on Monday the 18th of December. And I'll of course be in touch with that person, giving them what they need so that they can get their access for free for 1 year. So guys, if you're interested in getting access to Delta Pro for free for 1 year, you know what you have to do, and I wish you good luck. And of course, in the meantime, be sure to check out the app. You can use my download link in the video description. In the meantime, leave a comment and let me know, what do you think of the Delta app? Till next time, I'll see you on the next one, and let's get this money.